A chain reactor spitting fire. The NFT and allies are diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From Memecoins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures flow. Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene. NFT.
All right, here we go. Good morning, guys. All right, Tuesday, January 21st. Here we go. First full day of the brand new Trump presidency. And it could be that day. It could be that day that we were kind of hoping was yesterday. What the hell? I mean, the man can't do everything in a few hours, but yeah, it's the start. It's the start of this, special run that we've been waiting for. We've been excited for it. As of now, you got to circle today as that day. We'll freaking see. Cats, good morning. Cardboard, good morning, man. What ordinal did you grab? Cardboard saying thanks for the ordinals alpha advice. I'm assuming a puppet. Was that the puppet? Believe it or not, we're talking ordinals today, and we're talking runes. When I'm looking out in this Christian, good morning. When I'm looking out across, all these sectors that we all got to cover and watch and trade and stay on top of, it's very quickly turning into ordinals. It's very quickly turning into Bitcoin that I have to focus on. And for good reason. There's a lot of people, and you could maybe include myself in this as of even a few days ago. A lot of people think that ordinals are a little bit off. We hit the Memecoin cycle, and we hit some NFTs on Abstract and Barachain, and that possibly we're months away from an ordinal cycle. And I don't know. I can see that scenario playing out. That would actually make a lot of sense. But I'm wondering if we have so much money in this ecosystem already with all these new users coming in, all the new excitement around Bitcoin, a lot of new liquidity. I wonder if we're going to have all these things at the same time. And it could happen with enough users here. I don't know if we're going to care too much or trade the way we used to. One chain, one cycle at a time. We might have a phase of everything all at once. And you add to the fact, like we'll look at in just a bit here, how cheap these ordinals collections are. Yeah, I'm not so sure the ordinal cycle isn't going to start imminently. So I want to take a look at that with you guys again. I know we touch on it a lot here, and I do that because I like us to be ahead of the rest of the guys. And you go by what people are saying out on X, right? If you follow what's the main narrative, they are not talking about ordinals yet. They're not. They'll talk about it once it's out of reach. We're not doing that here. We talk about it while it's still in striking distance, while it's still kind of affordable. We'll talk about it then. We'll increase our odds of having hitting big wins here. We'll do it different. That's what we're going to do. Jazz, good morning. Cosmos GM, Sir. E-Rock, good morning. Mike, good morning. Yeah, dude, the ordinals, it's my favorite. I love NFTs probably more than, well, not probably. I love NFTs more than anything. And, there's, to me, nothing better than ordinals. And I think the only people who don't agree with that are people who maybe missed the boat. And you know what? Those people who think they missed the boat, it's a conviction thing. It's still not seeing how big they're going to get and realizing you didn't miss it. If you can afford it, people got to be reminded they did not miss it. And again, that said, it's pretty freaking expensive already. Just so much higher to go. Hoods, good morning. Anyway, I'm pumped to get into it today. Guys, smash the like on the show. I'm going to grab real quick a link to the show on X. I'll drop it in the chat. Just throw a little love on that too. Guys, if you're happening to be watching on X, just know that we're streaming this on YouTube. Chat's usually hanging out there. Good active guy. It's a great bunch, man. Very, very lucky having these guys always hanging out. But if you are on X, you want to get in the chat, head over to YouTube. It's SlamX Official. Hang on a sec. All right, I got some news. I got some breaking news, kind of. Let me show my bro first. Let me just do that because alpha for you guys because it is our little small family here. The Bull AI, you guys have already been tweeting at him and engaging with him and all of that good stuff. Keep it up. I'm going to tell you there's probably look. He might not have long to be giving out his tokens, which is what he's doing right now. You tweet at him, he's going to throw you some trivia, or if he likes what you're saying to him, he's sending you tokens. It's a base token. It's called Bull, and he's just giving it away right now. That's going to come to an end here. That could be today. It comes to an end. Might be in the next few days. Hell, there's a scenario where it's extended too, but just a heads up, that is coming to a close really, really, really soon. So if you weren't aware of him, man, give him a follow. Go tweet at him. And if you were already doing that, just a heads up, that might be, hey, we might be getting ready for that next phase. As far as what that next phase is, of course, follow us at CryptoSlamIO on X. And you'll really see what the next phases are if you go to slamai.xyz. I'm really excited about this, especially because we haven't promoted it, tweeted it, nothing. Just updated the light paper. The big push will come soon. But if you're not aware of what this is, go peek. Check out the light paper. Find out what's coming here. If you like AI stuff, you're going to love this. It's blockchain for AI agents and for the data that's going to power them. It's an AI agent launchpad, and it's a token that fuels that ecosystem called Slam. I would guess, I don't have to guess. Again, sometimes I don't know what exactly I can and cannot do, but like you, I'm a participant in this, and it's just that I get to see, some fun stuff with it too. There's clearly a Slam token coming in the Slam ecosystem. The Bull is part of the Slam ecosystem. We're very Web3. We're very degen. We get how the space works and how participation should be rewarded. This is not a comment that's definitely happening. In fact, it's a no comment like SlamNet posted here. But I can tell you that's something I would go to bat for because I think that would be cool. So heads up about that. Six-Hole, good morning, man. And DeYank, good morning. If Hoods, if you try getting him to ask a question he doesn't ask, start a new thread with him. Go with a fresh tweet. It's almost like starting a new instance, right? It's like in ChatGPT. If you're chatting with it and you just keep asking stuff over and over, sometimes you just open up a new chat. It's a fresh session. You might want to try that if you're having any trouble there. But just be aware, guys, because people mention to me, hey, I answered a trivia. I got it right. He told me I'm wrong. Consider him a beta right now. It's a proof of concept. It's showing how we can build an agent here that's tapped into data, like a huge amount of data, like a lot of data. It's a lot of data. Is to show we can tap him in. It's going to take more training to get him excellent. To get him at that AI XPT level is going to take way more work, and I cannot wait. I know the guys are the same. Cannot wait to put that work into him, and so that's coming. But it's to show that he can be tapped into data, and also that you can build a personality around an agent. You're going to have to do that, guys. You got to build a personality, otherwise these guys all feel and sound and look the same, and that's not what we're doing. It makes this much of a difference. It's a little bit, but it's a big enough difference when you need to separate from the rest of the personality. It really does matter. So consider him a beta if you're seeing these mistakes and we're aware of them. You can report him too. Love to hear the feedback on him. But be aware he is not where we want him to be and expect him to be, and we will get him there. Dude, finally he makes friends, right? Every so often. Yeah, for real. We actually have some breaking news this morning. This I'm excited about because we're looking for some fuel to, man, get this run just off like a rocket ship. And here we go, guys. Tomorrow, that highly anticipated Jupiter airdrop. We call it Jupiterary because it's a big old airdrop. So there it is on the Jupiter exchange. This is over on Solana. If you guys have been trading, right? I hope everybody's happy you got into meme coins and we didn't skip it entirely. If you've been trading, especially on Jupiter, getting a little bit of a stimmy tomorrow. And it's not a small stimmy, by the way. I believe the last numbers I saw, and this could have changed since I last saw it. This is going back maybe a month or two. But I think this is like a $3 to $500 million token allocation. Somebody correct me if that's incorrect or if it's changed or whatever, but this is not a small drop. I don't know if it's OpenSea level. We don't know anything about OpenSea yet, but this is enough that gets people spendy again, which is a really, really good sign. This might line up really nicely with quite a few things, especially this market taking off. Barry, good morning. Volatility, I can't remember if I said, but good morning to you, sir. Yeah, really, I haven't checked in the wallet checker. I think I got a little drop coming too. I finally started trading. I did finally start using Jupiter, so we'll check that out. All right, yesterday, Donald Trump officially becomes the 47th president of the United States. Executive orders flying. Tons of them. We're not going to get political, but, an executive order designating cartels in Mexico as terrorist organizations. Ending, natural-born citizenship. There's all kinds of things. What we did not get is any mention of crypto. No executive order even after the fact about crypto. No establishment of a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Nothing. You could say radio silence on the crypto front. And I'll tell you, man, that's totally okay. This man, he was wall-to-wall, this guy at parties and dinners and speeches and whatever, and still ended up last night getting a ton done signing some of these executive orders. Bitcoin's coming. It's coming. It's not a maybe. It's not an if this, then it's not any of that. It is definitely coming, guys. You don't make the comment that we're going to make the United States the Bitcoin capital of the world and then flip-flop. That's not a flip-flop thing that he does do. Not in this case. This is different. And guys, I'll remind you, we talked yesterday about this. Take advantage of the new people that are in. I mean it. Take advantage of those guys. Take advantage of guys who are getting these cold feet. Because right now there's a lot of emotional trading going on, right? People selling when they get a little spooked. People buying, chasing. To take advantage of that and just know that is what people normally do, especially in a bull market. Everything's amplified. And so that emotional trading, next level during times like this. Take advantage of that and you trade faster, different, maybe even sometimes opposite. And it's a perfect example of when the market kind of tanked yesterday, kind of got spooked about him not doing the executive order. I don't know. Not financial advice, but to me screamed huge buying opportunity, whether it's a Trump token or loading up on some more Bitcoin, whatever it is. Trust your gut and your instinct and all of your experience at this point, because we are pretty clear about where things are going. That executive order might be coming today. It could be. Now, what he did do is officially establish the Department of Government Efficiency. That's huge. That's absolutely huge, guys. Doge, D-O-G-E, officially part of the U.S. government. How are you not excited about that? Especially when you see the official logo. I wonder about this, by the way. That logo is now trademarked, right? There is a group. It's actually a DAO that owns that brand, that the licensing opportunities for this. And I wonder if this is going to remain. I don't know. Maybe they have permission to use it. I don't know. It's great for the token. But this is on the official site. You see it here, the official website of the United States government, Department of Government Efficiency. It's the freaking Doge dog. Yeah, that's where we're at. That's literally where we're at. And people get spooked because within 2 hours, he didn't sign an executive order for a Bitcoin strategic reserve. No, this is a sign of what's coming this cycle. It's going to get much crazier than people realize still. He also halted the hiring of new IRS agents. Let the crime reign. If that's not a sign, look, okay, it's not exactly like I'm saying. No crime, please. But certainly a reimagining of the way things work. Great. Also a sign of what's coming here. Again, it doesn't mean go out and commit crimes. It is happening out there. But it is a sign of what's coming here. He also replaced Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler's gone. It's funny, dude, when he's out, nobody's talking about it, really. Little mentions of it, but nobody said, look, everybody's so ready to move on. And it's not like he mattered enough. It's just that he was such a big drain on this space. Just such a force of evil. And now that's gone. This is one of the most exciting things to come from yesterday. Now, Mark Hudah is the acting chair of the SEC. I got this wrong yesterday on the afternoon show. He is not the chairman of the SEC permanently, just acting chair until they bring in, who is it, guys? Who's going to be the chair? We've got the person's name, and for the life of me, I can't remember. But in the meantime, Mark Hudah, who Henry told us yesterday, he's much closer to Hester Pierce. So certainly those values line up right with ours. We want a framework. We want regulations. Honestly, it would have been nice if we policed ourselves and we didn't, but definitely the right person in the right spot at the right time. Incredible things. Now, he also, okay, he didn't sign the executive order, but he's kind of signing a little something with his actions. $47 million worth of Bitcoin was purchased by Donald Trump. More specifically, it was World Liberty Financial. And actually, even more specific than that, it was a lot more. It was $47 million of ETH, $47 million of wrapped Bitcoin, $4.7 million of Aave, Link, Tron, and ENA. I still don't know what that is. If somebody in chat knows, please tell me. I don't know what ENA is. $100 million in total. Actually, it's more than that. So Trump going on a buying spree here ahead of what is coming. It is coming. It's not a, oh shit, did he flip? It's not that. It is definitely coming. Gravity, good morning, man. Dawn, it's picking up a little right now. Some cash is coming off Trump. It's coming. It definitely is. So big old buy into crypto. You know, it's happening if this market's moving one way. It's that sure of a thing. Man, Michael Saylor just can't give that spotlight up for long. Another Bitcoin buy as he's done now. I believe this is now 12 weeks in a row. It's exactly like I thought too. Past few weeks, 3 weeks in a row, they were relatively smaller buys compared to what he was doing. This is MicroStrategy, by the way. Had been buying over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin weekly, and slowly that was coming down and down and down until we got to about, I think 120 million 2 weeks ago, and last week was back up to 200, 250 or so. Had a feeling he wanted to do something splashy this time around, and get back into 10 figures, and there it is. $1.1 billion worth of Bitcoin here at 101K. This man just continues to top blast, and I think it's going to work out very well for him. Big old purchase. Big old freaking purchase. And I think we'll see that continue here. Now, with the executive order, CZ's right. He's right. Everyone expects it in one day. It's just so not realistic, especially crypto still is small. It's awesome to think about. It's really, really reassuring to remember that. Reassuring as far as how much potential we have this cycle. It is tiny. Crypto's tiny. Under 7% of the entire world population owns crypto. A lot more here in the States. But it's not something you're going to talk about in front of an audience, the world stage. Especially, that audience right in front of you. There's probably two people in that audience that care about crypto. It doesn't move the needle. It wasn't the place to do it. And it's a timing thing, too. Today might be the day, but CZ, good things take time. That's right, 24-ish hours. I love it. He didn't pardon Ross Ulbricht, yeah. And that was supposed to be a day one thing. That's probably coming today, too. These things take time. We'll give him his 24 hours, week one, whatever. It's certainly coming. Here's Elon Musk confirming that he will be freed. It is coming. How are you not excited for that even, too, man? That's a great sign for builders. There is a tangible effect there. There is. It's builders knowing they're not going to be absolutely destroyed. We could get into a whole conversation about him. There's probably some time that was deserved there. It's time to let him out. All right. So all these Bitcoin purchases, guys, it's still coming at the state level, too. It's why this is so exciting. It's nations, it's companies, it's states. Here's Utah now, the 11th state here in the United States, introducing a bill to create a Bitcoin strategic reserve. All 50. Dude, let's get Greenland in and they'll do it too. There's not enough Bitcoin to go around. It's kind of that simple. Everybody wants it. Again, now Utah getting in. And then this is awesome. I mean, man, we get stories like this so often it barely registers, and I can't help but stop and look at it and appreciate it. It's a big sign of what's coming here. Bank of America's CEO saying the financial industry is ready to adopt crypto payments. They're ready. They just need that green light. It's coming, man. It's all about to change here. Need the framework for that. Need to have some peace of mind knowing that we're not going to be flip-flopping on positions, that the regulation by enforcement is truly over. And when they know it is, the entire financial industry is moving to crypto. Incredible things here. The demand is wild out there. Again, we talked about states wanting it, nations, whatever. Everybody wants it. And we see that in a tangible way when you try to, if you try to buy Solana, Man, if you try to go get Solana over on Coinbase, you're going to be waiting. There's a lot of like heated comments on X about exactly this. It's taken a long time, right? I have yet to send any SOL to Coinbase since this started. I don't know if it's one way where we have a pretty big delay, right? Is it when you're buying SOL, that's the delay? Or is it if I send some SOL to Coinbase and I want to sell it, right, get some cash, am I dealing with a delay there too? And if there is a delay, guys, it's pretty significant. Yeah, I mean, Frank says it here. Trump and Solana breaking Coinbase. Yeah, it's feeling busted. This feels like the bull market. It feels like the bull market. Mice, what do you mean there? Seeing lots of 11s. Are you seeing code? Are you seeing patterns out there? All right, now demand everywhere. We see it. We feel it. We don't get to see it yet in the ETFs. Holiday yesterday here in the States, so we don't have any numbers to look at. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what happens today. Has all the feels of a monster kind of day in the market. It really does. And the ETFs reflect it perfectly. Really, when crypto is up, we usually see the ETFs really, I don't know if they're driving it or it just reflects what's happening, but usually we see it in the ETFs. I think exactly that'll happen today. So I'll be watching those ETFs, both Bitcoin and ETH, maybe even especially ETH right now. I think that's going to look pretty interesting today. Looking forward to that. Couple other quick points. I do want to get to NFTs badly. I want to spend a good amount of time there, but the Memecoin craze, you got your feels and your thoughts about Trump and Melania, and we know the Barron token's coming and Eric Trump. We know there's tons of tokens coming. And now it sounds like we might have a Mark Cuban token coming too. Yeah. Things some people thought we would never see, and this is just a conversation, doesn't mean it's happening. Things people thought we would never see, and I'm telling you, we will see things like this. We will see every influential person launch a coin. Even if they say they're not going to, they are. They're going to. It doesn't mean it's going to be this week or even this year or next year, but at some point, everybody's going to launch a token. Again, Mark Cuban here saying he's got to take. Now, he's talking about the Trump token, right? I don't know. There's, again, people thinking it's grifty, scammy, whatever. And Cuban's like, why can't we do this but do it a little different, right? And ultimately his point is, why can't we use it to actually like make a dent in our debt here? And basically here he says that all revenue from the sale of coins goes to the U.S. Treasury. That would be, honestly, it makes you think. There's something interesting there. What if we got a little patriotic here, right? What if we got a little patriotic here and we all, as a good faith gesture, kind of like we'll get to Zach XBT too. Interesting story there. What if we decided to do one just do something just to be good? And what if we said all fees for this token, and imagine it's the biggest token out there, one of the, a big token, whatever, and fees go towards paying off our national debt. How cool would that be? Not that anybody wants to feel responsible for having to pay that shit down that was so recklessly run up that we're already paying, but it's an interesting thought. I'll take anybody talking about that stuff on the stage Cuban's got. Let's see if he's cooking. Let's see. Now, yesterday, again, it wasn't Bitcoin that was cooking. It wasn't Trump. It wasn't, I mean, there were not a lot of cooks yesterday except for Runes. What? What? Do you think anybody had predicted that yesterday would be Runes? That would be some of the top movers. There you see it. Dog, pups, and $1 billion cat. For good reason. I'm telling you. Rune season's coming. I think it's actually just maybe started here. Rune season's coming. Ordinal season coming. For a good reason. Really good reason. There's pups. On Moonshot, the hottest token the past 24 hours. There it is. Hang on. By what? I'm sorry. I'm just looking at this real quick. By what? Oh, it's not the hottest token, but it's in the top 20. And it makes good sense. Makes good sense. All right, let's peek at the macro market. Let's look at NFTs, then we're getting right to Runes. Here we see, let me refresh, but Bitcoin at 104K, 105K. That executive order comes today in its all-time high time. It is. It's 109 plus. 110 would be a nice number to see. Right? That'd be a, man. Dude, Jazz, we're going to talk about that Larva Labs NFT too. I'm so freaking pumped about that. Dude, I'm so pumped about that. I got a Larva Labs piece of art. I never thought I would. I've always been so proud of having a V1 Punk. I mean, like, proud. I I hope I never have to sell that V1 Punk. I'm proud to own something like So OG from Larva Labs, anything they do, even a Meebit. I've always wanted a Meebit because it's Larva Labs. Even better, there's a Larva Labs piece of artwork out there you can grab now for relatively cheap. Like, man, crazy. We'll get to that. ETH at 3,300 though. Solana 243. I got to keep reminding myself to check on Ripple. It's such a major deal this cycle. Still over $3, 314. Anything else you want to check? For me, BNB over 700 is a good milestone, a good thing to be watching for, so we'll keep our eyes on that too. You know what? With the Department of Government Efficiency created yesterday, must look at Doge. And let's see. At some point here was up, look at that. Look, yeah. It was up 20% or so in a certain period of time. Looking good. Oh, we have so much room to cook. I mean, I don't know who doesn't think Doge is getting to 100 bill at least this cycle. Still a 2x in that, possibly. Maybe. I think so. Looking pretty good to me. All right, let's get to NFTs here. Kind of quiet on the NFT front, kind of. There's some actually really hot things happening if you really dial into certain areas, but here we go. 21.7 mil in cross-chain sales yesterday. Sellers down, buyers down, transactions down, even average sale price just down across the board here. Even trade profits now. 2 days straight profits in the negative. This will change fast. It will. Is it this week? If Abstract and Barachain come this week, yes, although it's worth mentioning, if we don't have them tracking on the site, I don't know if we will or will not. We'll have a Abstract Explorer day one, right? A SlamVision Explorer, which, by the way, you should sign up for that. Go to, let's say, base. Base.slam.vision. Get a SlamVision account. Also in beta, but our new Explorers that, honestly, picture a Blockchain Explorer evolved, and that's what you're seeing here. Picture your favorite Explorer combined with CryptoSlam data and charts. That's what this is turning into. You're going to want to use this. You're going to want to sign up. Base.slam.vision. We'll have an Abstract Chain Explorer live. Again, I think it's day one. Will it be right on CryptoSlam's homepage? If not, I'll tell you this. This will look really interesting. You might see people selling their ETH NFTs to go get an Abstract or get an Barachain. You might see that, which would be pretty damn interesting. I kind of am expecting that. I hope we have it covered here, though. Regardless, for now, top collections in the past 24 hours. Azuki's on top. Big Azuki news today, by the way, guys. And TGE in 2 days. They're followed by Pudgy Penguins, CryptoPunks, OMB are cooking, man. Elementals, D-Market, Guild Guardian Heroes, Milady Maker, Bored Ape Yacht Club, and Bitcoin Puppets. Man, World Peace rounds out your top 10. And your top sales here. Let me refresh that too, but the Beanie Punk took me by surprise just a bit ago. Yeah, there it is, still on top. Punk number 6472. Awesome, awesome Beanie Punk. Guys, 225 ETH. It's $740,000. Big Azuki sale too. Jeez, but that Punk really stands out. It's a nice Punk. That's, you know, this is getting in Grail territory. We're not talking like Alien Punk or Zombie Grail, or Hoodie, you know? But Beanie Punks, I love. Beanie Punks, I love. JG, I love that. I love staking the Trump coin. Where do you stake Trump at? Also, did you guys see Crypto.com updated their app? They got Trump images there, and it says, like, when you look at it in the App Store, it says, buy Bitcoin and Trump. That Trump coin is pretty undervalued, in my opinion. I think that coin is a monster. That might be the top meme coin. It would make a lot of sense to me. Anyway, there's that Punk. Actually, this was sold 2 months ago and then flipped again right now. Profits here. Oh, dude, big time profits. Look at that. Dude, crazy. Like 75 ETH in profits and like almost $300,000 in profits. You love to see that. That'll be us one day, I think. I do. You play the cycle right. That'll be us getting to trade those things. I kind of think those are, well, your guys' thoughts. Do you think trading the expensive things are easier? Part of me feels like it is. And look, if you had the money to buy that and sit on it for a few months, or hell, if you bought it, you know, years ago, Dude, actually, this keeps being flipped. 4 months ago, 279 grand. I missed that entirely. Dude, over 100 ETH. This has gone up in 4 months. Easier to trade expensive NFTs? I kind of think it is. Because we know, you know what it is? We know the kind of person who buys those expensive things. And to them, price is really no limit. This is why I'm so bullish on Ordinals. Price is no limit for some of these guys. We know they'll spend when the environment is what it's about to turn into. To me, these are easy plays. You just got to have the capital to even get into those kind of plays. I think these are easy. My opinion, though. Us one day. It is. All right, that Azuki Alpha. All right, again, TGE in 2 days. Today in their Discord, this is coming up in, let me see, 2 hours, guys. In 2 hours in the Azuki Discord, Checker claim details. Checker's probably live today, I'm going to guess. So Azuki holders are going to get to see what's their Azuki worth, right? And their anime coin. I don't know. I've got my eyes on the Azuki collection floor prices specifically. Oh, you're not staking Trump. All right. I didn't know if somebody had like some good staking for the coin. I mean, I would stake. To me, that's a longer term hold. I think that coin cooks. You got me. But yeah, we're gonna find out what's the Azuki worth in anime. Was it worth holding? Was it worth the gamble? I mean, that's a really interesting, way to measure this space. It's a good barometer for ETH NFTs right now. And how much do people value blockchains? Azuki's got a little bit of a problem here, though, and it's abstract. Right? Abstract is a juggernaut. Barachain, not quite that, but still really hot. Barachain's coming in really hot. Anime Chain's got some big competition. I'm not sure how it's going to do. I really don't know. So I'm rooting for them, but I don't have, unless they're sitting on big news, I don't have the best vibes there. And still, I hope they cook. I hope they freaking cook. Some more details on that today. Can't wait for it. But let's do some runes talk, guys. E-Rock. Oh, I like this. Good time in here, too. Puppet or Node Monk. And when are you a buyer? I'm going to tell you, not to spoil it, I'll just tell you right here, right now, I'm a buyer of both. You can't go wrong with either at these prices. You can't. They're free. They're literally free at these prices. It's insane. I can't believe... Oh, boy. I can't believe they're where they're at as long as they're at, because I know for sure the same guys buying a CryptoPunk for $750,000 are going to buy a Bitcoin collectible at $500,000. It's the same person. They don't have the time or the understanding to get in now when it's $10,000. And you know what? That's the kind of person who probably won't even regret it. You can't underestimate how rich their people are. Won't even care. There's so many of those kind of people out there. Won't even care. You can't go wrong with either. Now, we'll go into a little more details about these, like nowish, because I think they're really important plays. But yes, runes were the big winner yesterday. Dog, as of the time of this screenshot, this is last night, actually, and we'll peek at fresh numbers, but up almost 20%. RuneCoin was up 7.5%. Billion Dollar Cat, 38%. Pups, 38%. Gizmo, 14%. I'm a big Gizmo fan. I have a big bag of Gizmo. Got it when it was like under $1 million. Because Gizmo gave me the vibes. Gizmo is like, I think, the best meme on Bitcoin. That felt like an easy play. I'm not letting that go anytime soon. Gizmo's a, look, if what's going to happen, or if what I think is going to happen happens, look at the market caps of Solana meme coins. If you're a $50 million market cap, you're kind of, meh. Like the top meme coins on Solana, it's $1 billion, 500 mil, right? Like, look at Unicorn Fart Dust. Look at that. What, 400 mil? Are we at 500? That's the ballpark of something that's a really good hot meme coin. The only thing that's even in that ballpark is Dog, which I like. It's a culture coin. It's not a meme, really. Gizmo's a great meme. Pups is a great meme. Billion Dollar Cat is fine. I've got nothing against it. It just doesn't work for me. Pups and Gizmo do. Gizmo, I think, is the best meme. Like, it's edgy and it's cute and it's got a lot going for it. And the market caps they're at right now, crazy. I got to put this on your radar, though. Look, this is not so impressive, but we got to keep our eyes on this. That is Google search trends for runes. And I do think there's a little flippening happening here, which is people maybe not calling them runes and instead calling them Bitcoin tokens. I kind of like that, by the way. I kind of like Bitcoin tokens. And you see the blue line here. It might be hard to see. But the blue line is Bitcoin tokens, and it has overtaken runes. It has before. Don't know for sure that it plays out this way, but it might. You know, runes, for whatever reason, hasn't caught on. It's because it doesn't have the T1 listings. It's such a new term, right? It just doesn't, normies especially don't know that. They don't know. But Bitcoin tokens maybe is a little more accessible. There's something about Bitcoin tokens. Be aware that that narrative, that word, that term might be flipping. I'm going to start using Bitcoin tokens, at least for now, instead of runes. But there's something there. There's something there if you look at Google search trends. This has been going on since October. Since October, Bitcoin tokens outpacing runes. Worth keeping an eye on. Now, Cosmos put this on my radar yesterday. It's a really quiet story, and it's a really big story, guys. And I think this is really why runes are cooking the way they are right now. And it's just a baby cook, but man, are they about to start, I think really rocking it off. This is coming from a Cointelegraph article. Again, way under the radar, but Binance, who doesn't love Binance right now? We all want a Binance listing. Expanding its DeFi offerings. They've nominated 3 runes for futures listings. The top 3 runes, again, that is Dog, that is $1 Billion Cat, and that is Pups. Now, we had stories about this back in the day. There were some votes here for some futures listings, right? I don't remember how that played out at all. And this might still have a voting period, but it's just to show you it is on these guys' radar. It is, and it's at this point, it's just a matter of time till we get those T1 listings. Right. I don't care right now if it's futures or if it's spot. Obviously, we want spot trading. If it's futures just to get on the platform, fuck yeah. We'll take anything because that all of a sudden kicks off a race. The same way I think we got a race to accumulate Bitcoin, right? United States announces strategic reserve. Everybody's racing to get Bitcoin. Same thing will happen with a T1 listing of any kind here. So there you see it. I mean, prices are starting to really move here. Dog getting close to 500 bill market cap. Here's Pup 73 mil, up 67% now. $1 Billion Cat up almost 50%. 42 mil. These are tiny market caps. For major memes, these are tiny. These are basically non-existent. It's nothing. The opportunity there to make that stupid life-changing money, it's right there. It's right there. If you think a top-tier meme coin in an ecosystem, picture ETH and picture Solana. Picture a top 10 meme coin. If you think that just, a couple $100 million, it's a great market cap. If you think that's where a top 10 meme coin belongs, then these things got a ton of room to fly. Gizmo, the biggest upside. Also, Cypher Genesis, I like a lot. AI token with an AI dev who's very plugged into the AI16Z ecosystem at 5.5 mil. This has got a 20x basically to get to 100 mil. And does it get there? It's got a great chance. Gizmo at 11.5 mil market cap. Basically a 9x gets it to 100 mil. And I think it's one of the top memes. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, period, as far as a vibes culture thing, period, cross chains. But in Bitcoin, for me, it's top. And I'll say, just to be fair, top 2. You know what I mean? It's criminally undervalued here at 11 mil. And I look at these as easy 10x. Honestly, easy 5x. Let's even play super conservative. Easy 5x. Pretty fucking easy 10x, even 20. Like, I see the craziest opportunities in these coins right now. You know what I mean? Slice, good morning. Lemon, good morning. Yeah, Mice, I'm with you there. Mice finding it stressful to chase high cap, high volume crypto. Yep, likes to find the undervalued gems and then hold because timing. I'm so glad I got into meme coins in the early fall because I saw it play out. Find the stuff that you like that if more people see it, they'll like it too. If it's cheap enough, everybody's going to roll the dice on that. It's just a matter of them seeing it. And if it's still low when they see it, they go in. It plays out over and over and over again. And I'm playing that with Gizmo. Hardcore. And you can play that with any of these things here. Gizmo and Cypher Genesis have some of the biggest upside for very appealing meme coins that I've seen on any chain here. Any freaking chain. And there's almost no scenario where I see Bitcoin meme coins not surviving. The question is it runes or is it going to be a new token standard? I don't know. I think it's runes, though. I think Udi could be wrong. And by the way, Udi is awesome. I fucking love that guy. But Udi's been wrong before. And Udi saying runes ain't gonna work doesn't mean that's how it's gonna play out, because Udi said it. Udi's been wrong before. And also Udi says it doesn't mean they're not gonna pump too. And man, I'll tell you, man, they're gonna pump. We have a move away from these exchanges. Yes, I was just saying that we want that Binance listing. Of course we do. We want exposure for runes, but do we need them? Have you felt that narrative flipping on exchanges with Coinbase giving people trouble accessing their soul? Yeah. There's a mass migration starting to happen from those centralized exchanges to DEXs. And we need it. So the impact of Binance is going to be huge on runes, but ultimately, I don't think we need it, especially when these people, Vo, I think is how you say their name, but Vo works with Magic Eden. When Magic Eden launches that DEX and ramps up the promo, and Magic Eden ends up becoming a top DEX, so years out, but man, if they make a big old marketing push now, launch that DEX and pump the shit out of Bitcoin collectibles and runes, man, that's the scenario. That's the scenario where, for me, I see Gizmo at 100 mil. Or more. And Dog is $1 billion, for sure. And the rest of them all up in between there, too. To me, this is easy, free money in a pretty short time frame. I don't think this is going to take long. I don't think we're waiting a year for the ordinal cycle. I don't. And look at, actually, Chronicle. He's saying what I'm thinking, too. Hint for what's coming, right? They are getting, guys, Magic Eden's getting ready for that DEX. That's coming, I think, in a matter of weeks. I won't be surprised if their DEX launches like this week, next week. I'll say it again because I know a lot of people don't know it's coming. It is coming, a Magic Eden DEX. Like another platform, Magic Eden branded, but it's a DEX. It's a token launch pad. Very much going to compete with all the big boys. As in, you want to go swap fungible tokens, you don't have to go over to Uniswap or go over to Airdrop or Jupiter or Photon, wherever you're trading. You don't have to. You go to Magic Eden's DEX to trade them. I think they're going to crush it if and when that happens, guys. Those runes cook. Huge opportunity there. Cosmos, that's it, dude. And I'll tell you what, everything we're doing is a gamble, right? It's all a gamble. It's all a fucking gamble. Your best bets are when it's down, when people write it off. The most money you'll ever make, unless you're going in with size for something you're just hoping for, 50% gain, or, maybe a 2x, right? Unless you're going in with that kind of action, and I hope you are. I hope we all, at least if you're not, I hope we get to that point. Like the CryptoPunk we were looking at. Very expensive. Get into that bad boy and just wait it out. Sit back, wait it out. It works. I don't get to play it like that. I got to be pretty aggressive. And so I'm looking for stuff that's undervalued that other people don't see, that they've written off and called dead. Because once they realize it's not dead, violent price action. You don't get a 2x on those things. You get a 10x. You get a 50x. You get ridiculous returns on those. That's all I see over in runes. That's all I see over here. Giga bullish on that stuff, man. These have all pumped. I'm going to move from runes, but these have all pumped. I'm not sold. I would never sell these at those prices because I believe I believe where they're going, and I think it's an easy path there. And the same applies to Ordinals. Even more with Ordinals, I'll tell you that. Which, by the way, happy birthday, Ordinals. Turning 2 years old today. Yesterday? Was this yesterday? No, today. As of this morning, yeah. Ordinals are 2 years old. Now, we had the 2-year anniversary of the first inscription in December. But the Ordinals protocol, right? This framework where you can mint these things and they're, like NFTs, as they exist today. Hey, Cosmos, can you put an M on there? Could you put an M there? That would make me feel a little better. 400K easy. Agreed. Happy birthday to Ordinals. Again, 2 years old today. They're that new. Remember what people thought about CryptoPunks for their first couple years of their life? You remember that? How many NFTs have you seen that go under the radar from their inception till it clicked? You understand how normal that is with new technology and new sectors and new things. They don't come out of the gates usually hot. Sometimes it happens, but usually no. Usually something happens that makes people catch on. Hey, thank you, Cosmos. Usually something happens and people wake up. They're like, holy fuck. Oh, now I get it. Now I get what those guys were saying. And look, there's only more of us. There's only more people like you guys and me who really believe this stuff. Conviction never fades. And slowly, these other people, they're like, you know what, dude? Yeah, no, I think they're right. It's like, do you guys see OSF's tweet about Bitcoin and how he faded it? And he was pissed at his buddies who were making money on it, right? And then it took time, just time to say, hey, it doesn't matter my thoughts or my fucking morals about it. It just matters what is. And at some point it changes and you are now fully on board. It's just like, I give up. I can't argue it anymore. Ordinals, that's going to be the Ordinals story. You can't avoid what's coming. Collectibles, rare collectibles that live permanently on the Bitcoin blockchain, one of the rarest assets on earth that everybody on this planet's going to want. You're telling me there's some rare collectibles that are inscribed right on it? This is easy. It's easy. This is easy mode. This is who we're trading against, by the way, is people who can't see it yet. And if you struggle with it, I get it. But man, if you do struggle with that concept of ordinals and why they're going to be worth what they're going to be, spend a lot of time thinking about it and challenge yourself. Like literally just challenge yourself to figure out why. You got to do it. You got to do it because the opportunity that's there is, it's one of those things that comes up every few years. Not every cycle, but like every few years something comes out that, you know, think about how you think about Bitcoin. Like, God, I wish I were in earlier, or I wish I saw it. I wish I understood it. The same thing will happen with ordinals. Like, oh my God, really? 2 years I had to get one. And I just didn't, I'm not going to miss the next thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to play out. That will be the ordinal story. JG, I like ordinals because Bitcoin NFTs, real on-chain tech. So expensive. Yes, dude, yeah, there are some cheap plays in ordinals, and you're totally right about that. You know, ordinals, especially those big boy ones, are kind of a whales game now. It is. So it's not easy. The time to get those, and people got to remember. People have to remember they're expensive. All those top collections when they came out were basically free. Basically. Now, that doesn't apply to all of them. And maybe that's not even the most fair thing, but puppets were dirt cheap. I don't remember what they minted at, but dirt cheap. Node monks were, what, 0.03? Not cheap. Not the craziest thing. Based angels, dirt cheap. Frogs, free, I think. Quantum cats were 0.1. Again, not cheap. But compared to where they're going, which is 2 Bitcoin, cheap compared to that. But a lot of this stuff was free. And the access to get to these were from free mints. Again, it just has to do with conviction. And man, that conviction paid off early. Look at these prices still, though. I'll refresh because I think it's changing. Look at the green we're seeing over on Bitcoin. Puppet's still 0.085, free. US dollars, $8,000, $9,000. What is that? 2.5. Guys, good Lord, 2.5 ETH or so? Are you kidding me? This is not even 3 ETH for a puppet. It's not even 3 ETH for a node monk. Top ETH NFT collections are 20 ETH. Let's say 10, 15, 20 ETH. And then the CryptoPunks are what, 40 ETH? And I would say at least nobody has a doubt we're going to see one collection that's CryptoPunks level, right? One, the grail of the chain. One collection that's, you know, $250,000, $300,000 floor. One of these is that. I argue that 4 of them are that, even 5 because their supplies are so little. 5 collections here. OMB, puppets, node monks, OMB puppets, node monks, quantum cats, and I'm adding taproot wizards. Add them up, 30,000 NFTs total between them. That's it. The top collections equal the same supply as Bored Apes, Pudgy Penguins, basically, and Bored Apes, Pudgy Penguins, and CryptoPunks. 5 collections, and across those 5, same number of NFTs as those top 3 grails. E-Rock, which one between those two? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Dude, I can't afford it. I'm like most of you guys. I can't afford most of this stuff. I missed that opportunity for a puppet. If I make some gains over in meme coins, and these are still down, these are the first things I'm coming for. These are the first things when I make some gains I'm coming for. I'm not sure of it. Always money where my mouth is. First thing I'm coming for is a puppet. Node Monk, I won a contest in a Discord server for a Node Monk, and it's been a minute. I haven't gotten it yet. So I can't afford it either, and when I could, I didn't grab. So I should have a Node Monk. I don't know at this point. It's been many months. I don't know if I'll ever get it, but I feel like I got one. But I don't have either. Of those top collections, I have a Quantum Cat, did the quests, right? Minted it. I have one of those. I have none of the others. I'm not shilling my bags by pumping those. I believe those are going to the same level as Quantum Cats. Between puppets and node monks, I mean this, you can't go wrong either way, but I will say this. Puppets move violently, up and down. The holders of puppets are more like ETH bros, and I don't know that they have the same conviction. They ride the hype wave. Puppets cook quick and they crash quick. It's why every time the market dumps, it's why every time prices fall, puppets fall the furthest and the fastest. The same works on the other side, though. They have to me, the same ceiling, possibly a little more, possibly a little less, but they have the same ceiling as node monks because they're the culture play. Node monks are the provenance play. They have this narrative, incorrect or maybe it's right, but they have the narrative as the top, the first original 10K collection on Bitcoin. They got that. So they got that CryptoPunks narrative. That said, and you kind of would argue that's influential. I don't know, because 10K collections is not really the meta over here. Smaller collections are. So I don't know, but node monks are in that conversation. They're both heading to basically the same place, 1 to 2 Bitcoin floor. I really think it's going to be closer to 2. You can't go wrong with either. Puppets cook fast, die fast. Node monks slow and steady, and then they have their moments where they also have that fast cook. They hold their value better, though. And yes, you can't go wrong either way. If I had to pick right now between the two, I go puppet because I feel like I got a node monk coming. If I have something like I have to buy for a forever hold, that's different. If I am picking something that'll never sell, that'll also hold great value, I'm going node monk. I like the provenance of it. I like the look of it. Like, I like them. They're really, really unique. So node monk is something I would collect and just hold forever. Puppet is something that gives me that freaking crazy-ass, like, vibe, and that will also be worth a ton, and it gives you that flex. You can sell it if you want to, right? Puppet's for that kind of play. But node monk's my forever thing. And then as far as those cheap things, again, you guys who watch know, you guys know the collections I'm about to say, but the cheaper... the cheaper collections you can get in that have a ton of upside. I'm going to be doing more threads and tweets and stuff. You've probably seen I've been ramping that up a little bit. Going to keep that up and make them better. Good upside. I could throw punks in there. They'll do some numbers. They're not going to be crazy. Sense. We're going to get it. Actually, I'm about to talk about it. We're going to get an art meta. Sense will cook. 0.1 is the target to 0.15. I think they're going to get there pretty easily. Honey Badgers is a collectible, 0.004. These will be 0.1 to 0.15 up to 0.25. They did inscribe before. They started inscribing before node monks. So every time the node monks are talked about as that, historic thing, first original 10K collection, Honey Badgers are going to be in that conversation too. Like literally in the tweets, literally in the articles. Honey Badgers started first. These, again, 0.1 all the way up to 0.25. Bet on it, and I have bet on it. I've got 10 or 11 of these. They're going to get there. 0.1 is easy for those. And Floriform somewhere on this list. Also, again, when the art meta picks up, 0.1, 0.15. Way affordable, right? 0.0023 or 0.00, basically 3 right now. These are 0.1, 0.15. Yeah, those are my cheap, easy plays. There's others. Fukuhedrons I like. Those will do fine too. They will. I like them a lot. There's a few collections like that, but Honey Badgers you can't go wrong for whitelists, alpha, and then their price is going to come at some point. What's up, Mike Bennett? Yeah, E-Rock, I love that you got those, man. Yeah, the whitelists you get from those things are awesome too. They really do pay for themselves. They do, especially on Bitcoin, man. Crazy. All right, we had the unsanctioned Wizards mint yesterday. I didn't really follow it closely. I'm going to assume it minted out, but price action did not look so great. At first, it maybe did, but how are they looking now? Yeah, 0.0018. Any of you guys who looked, what happened there? Was it bullish, bearish? Like, I don't know what exactly happened other than they're not hitting prices I thought we'd see. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. Like, I did not think these would be so low. That said, 4K collection, the way the market is right now, I know not a lot of people are looking to mint. So that could be. I don't know. Keep my eyes on those. Those could be okay. They really could be. Yeah, keep your eyes on these guys. In fact, I need to be following. Keep your eyes on unsanctioned Wizards. Those could be cool. This is it, though, guys. and I saved this till the end, and man, I did not give myself enough time, and I got a kind of hard cutoff here. Ordinals are about to cook, guys. They are about to cook. They're so cheap. Traders are about to get very liquid. It's all starting. It's all coming. Abstract Chain is going to launch. I think that's this week. Next week at the latest, but Abstract Chain is going to launch. There's going to be some really hot NFT action. That's going to open the floodgates for NFTs. And at the same time, over on Bitcoin, you have a crazy collection like this coming. This is OMB White Eyes. It's a brand new, set in the OMB series. I look at them like that, right? Just about the hottest thing out there. These could be the CryptoPunks. OMBs might be the CryptoPunks of Bitcoin. You know, like it's known in the Bitcoin space, the devs, the guys building that ecosystem, they all rock OMBs in private chats, DMs, whatever. OMBs are legit. And that is going to be an incredibly hot collection. And Leonidas, I think, nails this too. Historically, ZK, the artist behind them, times the market, drops new collections when ordinals are cooking. Man, this is probably a big-time sign it's going to cook. It is. It's going to bring liquidity to Bitcoin. It is. And the people who don't get to mint these are going to come over to Bitcoin, and you know what they're going to see? They're going to see all those Bitcoin collections that are at basically multi-month lows. They're going to see puppets that they saw get to 0.6. They're going to see node monks that they saw get to 0.9. They're going to see those and be like, oh, fuck it. Well, I'm not getting an OMB, but I can get two OMBs. Or excuse me, I can get two node monks for the price of an OMB. Like, fuck it, I'll do that. It's absolutely what's going to happen. And I'm going to show this too. Actually, let me blitz through what else is coming because there's stuff coming. Oh, again, OMBs bring the liquidity, bring the hype. They are, absolutely are. And then I'm wondering, guys, 2-year anniversary of Taproot Wizards. That's coming up in, 2 weeks? Do they mint then? Or do we have the sale then? These are already inscribed. Do we actually get those? Do we actually get that sale? Do Taproot Wizards make it into the wild? That might happen too. That would be it. That would be it. Game fucking on. Parker Day's mint is here. She's a phenomenal freaking artist. Her mint is here. OSF's got an art collection dropping with Harto. These guys got this collection. Scream. This is over on Trio. Right? There's some mints coming to Ordinals. It's a big-time sign that shit's cooking. Now, Bitcoin Wizards we were waiting for tomorrow. Right? This was one of the hottest mints. We were waiting for this one. Big mint. Major mint. Delayed. Now, are they being delayed because they had technical issues, or is it delayed because they want to do this when the market's hyped? I kind of lean that way. They were probably just delaying this to catch the hype. But either way, great. Because they might actually launch this when Ordinals are getting ready to really freaking send. So keep an eye on that. The art meta. Guys, the art meta is going to cook. Man, the thing I want to show, fuck it, I'm going to have to go a couple minutes long, by the way, because I got to make a couple points. The art meta is coming. The art meta is coming on Bitcoin especially. These things might line up here. Like, we are really setting up for this perfect storm. Like, Ordinals cooking. Macro level on ETH, on whatever your Tezos. People collecting art. Big old art sales, right? Bitcoin art, probably going to show up at Sotheby's Christie's. And then Beeple might drop. I think Beeple might drop. Right? Last cycle, he said, UX ain't there, right? Like, we need better UX. We need better tools, better all that stuff. It might be there. Magic Eden's great. It really is. Trigamma is great. A couple other platforms. Hang on. There's one on the top of mine that oh, dude, what is it? Harto mints over on it. Vivid. Great platform. Some of these things are lining up. Look, we've already seen Ordinals Christie's auctions. We've seen it already. That's Sense right there. I think Sense is going to cook this cycle. Right now, what is it? 0.008. And this was Beeple. Hadn't done anything on Bitcoin because the infrastructure is still early. UX still early. It's not anymore. I think we might see a Beeple mint this cycle during the peak of the art meta with Ordinals cooking. Dude, it might get really silly over there. It might. I show my bet. I try to keep this very public, guys. I got my bet on Golden Ratio on Harto. Doesn't mean he's going to be the dude. Doesn't mean I'm going to win because I made a bet. It doesn't mean anything other than I got my bet on him. Man, crazy potential. That art cycle is heating up, though. It is. 2 autoglyphs sold yesterday. 123 ETH, 130 ETH. Autoglyphs, Larva Labs. First on-chain generative art. Grails. These are actually grails. Look at that. The art, man, we saw a Lost Robbie sell last week. We saw a $600,000 or $700,000 X copy. Art stuff's really heating up. And that brings me to the Larva Labs mint that I totally missed. I totally missed it. Now that I have a day thinking about it, I remember seeing this. I remember like mental note, catch this. Right, this was a mint this past Sunday, 2 days ago. Totally freaking missed it. I'm so bummed. I think it was open edition. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think open edition. Actually, shit, maybe not. Either way, mint's open. You mint, and it's random as far as what output you're going to get. You had a Gremplin piece in there. You had a Larva Labs piece in there. You had a Grant Yoon piece. You had Nice Aunties, and you had Clown Vamp, who you guys know, Jay Squiggle. Next artist dropping with Jay Squiggle. So these are the pieces. You had a chance of hitting any of those. If I didn't say Gremplin, him too. And dudes, I got to tell you something. Dude, you don't often, hang on, let me see. Are these recent sales? Yeah, guys, you don't often get the chance of getting Larva Labs art. You don't. You don't. When I saw this, already when they're on secondary, saw it during the afternoon show yesterday, and I go, hang on, what? There's a Larva Labs art mint? And the tweet had said they were priced at 0.22 on secondary. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Really? Looks like an autoglyph like that style. It's an LA like fundraiser. Guys, you don't get the shot at Larva Labs art hardly ever. Autoglyphs, again, you saw sell for in the hundreds of thousands. They have a couple other editions, not many. But here's one. This was, I think, their last mint. They might have had another in between too. I feel like they did. For the life of me, can't remember. But Protoglyph, I'm going to say, was their last mint. Also in editions, 77 editions versus iHeart LA is 355. But 77 editions, guys, people don't let these go. You don't let go of Larva Labs art. Last sales here, over the past few weeks, this is way too cheap. 3 ETH, 4 ETH, but 8 ETH, 5 ETH, 6 ETH, 5 ETH, 8 ETH. And then we go back to a year ago, 10 plus ETH. Then we go back to when they first minted 2 years ago. We're talking 10, 20, 25 ETH. Larva Lab stuff is not cheap. And in the right market, I'm talking about an art cycle and an NFT bull market with crypto cooking. These are the prices you see. 2 years ago, by the way, was not a bull market, and they were still going for 25 ETH back then. Again, 77 editions versus 355 of iHeart LA. But when they're priced at 0.2, and I got mine at 0.32, I can't pass it up. So I think these get to, look at, these are getting swept, by the way. Look at that. Yeah, it's one person sweeping these. These matter a lot. These really, really are going to cook. I think these get to, it's not going to be crazy, by the way. 2 ETH, 3 ETH. I see them anywhere, like realistically, anywhere between 1 and 5, which is a pretty big range, but you do not get, hang on, Vrew, are you legit on the Sense team? I think you're being a smartass, but maybe. You don't get a chance at Larva Labs art hardly ever. Yeah, so that's it. Slice, Jupe airdrop, I'm sure it's going to be a claim. I bet it's not an airdrop. Just a feeling, but that's tomorrow. I don't have any other details, but tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, guys. Yep, Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. UTC. I'm assuming you connect a wallet, you got a claim or something. You might need a VPN. That I don't know. That I don't know, but that's coming. Anyway, that Larva Labs thing, I don't know current prices. All I know is that's probably a pretty easy play. Is it a 2x or 3x? That I think is pretty easy. I'm assuming it's at like 0.3, 0.4. I think it's an easy 2 or 3x. Like really. More potential than that too. Maybe it's already a little too high. It could be, but yeah, at 0.4, this has got a pretty easy 3x in it. And it has potential for more. It does. If you got it even cheaper than we got it yesterday, like, honestly, GG's. That's a pretty freaking special piece. It is. Larva Labs art. I'm really excited. Really proud to have that in the collection. I wish we minted it, though, guys. That would have been even better, but it is what it is. If you claim on Jupe on the mobile app, you get a bonus. Good stuff. Oh, Vrew, dude, really? Good shit, dude. Sovereign art? Okay, Vrew, let's give this a shout-out. So, freaking Vrew has been incredible, like just watching the show and part of the community and getting us whitelist and stuff. Part of this team, it sounds like. So, congrats, dude. GG's, bring us whitelist anytime. Hee. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, you're a grinder, so love to see it. Well deserved. All right. Dude, I wanted to get to the what's his name, Zach XBT stuff. TLDR, Memecoin launched to like help raise money for the guy because he complained that he doesn't make money. It's fine, complain. Like I don't know. I got some feels about that guy. Look, he's good to help track down shit. I think he's a bully. I'd rather have him on our side though than not. And he's just got some interesting moral takes. They're fine too, but yeah, I don't know. It's the bully thing. It's the throwing the weight around and being mean, extra mean. I don't know. Something that's never sat right. But he finds some shady shit, and I appreciate the hell out of that. Anyway, someone launched a meme coin, gave him a bunch of tokens. He set up a liquidity pool or added to liquidity in the pair, and he's earning fees, and some people are crying about it. I just wanted the guy to make money. That's it. So I'm happy he's making some money. Interesting. And chat in the chat about the juke drop. Interesting stuff. Okay, gotta call it there, guys. Man, we got AI updates too. There's so much going on, but we'll hit it tomorrow. Zach, I don't think launched the coin though. Somebody did it for him, or did it? Yeah, somebody else did it. He just got a bunch of the tokens. He doesn't need that position. Like, you got to understand this is the new norm. And if you want to say, well, it's not something I'm ever going to participate in, it's never going away. Your moral stance is never going to change it. Get involved. It is fine to tokenize attention. It is a new thing. Tokenize attention. Take part. Earn from the attention you get. It feels wrong. I'm like that too. I don't like earning money from doing things I would be doing anyways. I get where that comes from. It is also okay to take part in it and earn. He's a good dude for the most part, Anyway, I'm happy to see him win something. Drew, what's the mint? By the way, there's some Trump sats that were sold over on, I think, Magisat yesterday. That was pretty interesting. Okay, I don't think we have an afternoon show today, guys. I'm pretty sure we don't. As of now, just playing that there's not an afternoon show. We got a ton going on. Bull-related, other stuff. We got the newsletter coming to, just a lot going on. I don't think there's an afternoon show. If it's there, maybe a nice surprise for you, as far as it'll happen, if it happens. But I just want to make sure people knew. Probably no afternoon show today. So, on that note, keep doing the bull stuff. That is wrapping up soon. You want to make sure to get what you can get. That's going to be a lot of freaking fun. Again, follow CryptoSlamIO on X. Thinking anything else here? Yeah, you guys already know the deal. Appreciate you guys always hanging and being engaged and participating and all that good shit. You guys are awesome. I will see you maybe this afternoon, probably not. At the very latest, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Guys, we will see ya.